Here are the 3 easy steps to getting your kid to listen right away. Just kidding. It's never easy to get your kid to listen right away, but it is so worthwhile. So let's get started. Step number 1, respect yourself. You know that parent that says something 100 times over and over again? Is that you? I know it was me for a long time. Well, you see, when you're that parent, you're like a fly that's just buzzing at your child's face, diving toward him, bzzz, and all your child wants to do is just swat you away. Stop bothering me. So you don't want to be that annoying parent. When you say something, respect yourself. Your word is important. And when you respect yourself, so will your child. And your child needs a strong parent. Say something one time and even give a small reminder. But after that, you are done. No warnings, no repetitions, and no raising your voice. When you repeat yourself 100 times, what you've done is giving your child a little bit more time to do whatever she's doing, because she knows it'll be about 10 minutes before mom or dad explodes. Our children only respond when we take action. So step 2, the first action we are going to take when we're asking our child to do something is catch our child doing the right thing. So you're going to say something right away. And then if your child moves a muscle and if your child responds, you're going to jump right in there and you're going to give an enthusiastic compliment. Well done. You listen right away. That was incredibly respectful. I am so proud of you. Do you know why we're doing this? Because usually our children hear really enthusiastic words from us when they're doing the wrong thing. So they don't get up right away. We raise our voice. We get in their face. We sweat a little bit. We give long lists of the things that they've done wrong. But when they do get up and listen right away, well, that's what we expect of them. So we'll say something bland like, "Good job." "Oh, thanks for listening." If you want your child to listen right away, you have to reverse that completely. So you're going to ask your child to do something very clearly. You're going to make sure that your child understands what you expect of them. Sometimes you might even ask your child to make eye contact so you know that they know that you're asking for something. The minute they move, you jump right in there and you make a lot of noise. Now, one warning here. Do not add something negative like, "Wow, I wish you'd answer that way all the time. Why don't you listen to me that way every day?" You killed it if you do that. Keep it positive and keep it pure. Step 3. You asked calmly. You asked politely. You were strong. Well done. Your child does not move a muscle. You know that your child understood the request, and you know you said it clearly. We must respond. At that point, you're going to say to your child, "I asked you to do something, and in our home, we have a rule that children have to respond to their parent right away. And therefore, there is going to be a consequence to this behavior." Now, the consequence can be asking your child to do something in the house, some kind of chore. And we will talk about that in a later video because this kind of consequence often bothers parents, and I'd like to break that down for you. Or you can say to your child, "In our home, we listen right away, and therefore you're going to have to lose either an item that you're playing with now or a privilege, such as being on the computer or getting a treat that you're giving out. And you have to be clear about it." Now remember, one warning here. The consequence you're giving your child has to be something small and immediate. So your child links the command you gave to listen with the consequence of something uncomfortable. We are not trying to be punitive. We are trying to let our child know that it's a good idea to listen right away. So let's go through those steps one more time. Number 1, respect yourself. Ask once and remind once. Make sure your child is looking at you and understands what you are asking for. Step 2, your child moves and does exactly what you asked. You catch that child being successful and you give an enormous compliment. You tell the child exactly what you enjoyed. Break it down, be specific, raise your voice, pat your child on the back, give a high five, and never add something negative. Step 3, your child doesn't move a muscle. Now you're going to repeat the rule of your home. My dear child, in our home, we listen to our parents right away. That's respectful behavior. And therefore, since you didn't listen right away, you are going to either have to lose a privilege or an item for a short amount of time, or you're going to have to do a chore in the home. If you enjoyed this video, please share, subscribe, and leave a comment below.